Hey everyone, it's Ashley, welcome back. Today I am messing with eyeshadow, but this is not a palette review. I have an awesome 6-year-old subscriber named Ava, hi Ava, and she loves to watch my videos, which makes this so worth it. I mean, if one person enjoys my video, that's all I need, I am set. And she really likes when I do rainbow eyeshadow looks. So I asked her mom to ask her what look she would like to see next, and she said a rainbow eye, and her mom said she already did a rainbow eye, and then she responded a glitter rainbow eye. So that is what I'm going to do today. So this is going to be a bit of an undertaking, but if I can nail it, it will look really, really cool. So I definitely have my work cut out for me today, but I'm super excited to try this look out. So Ava, all this hard work is for you, and I hope it looks good, and if it doesn't, I will keep trying. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so that you can see what is going on. Okay, I didn't want to zoom in too much because I don't want to scare you. So to start, what I need to do is I need to lay down some rainbow eyeshadow first before I put the glitter on top of it to make sure you can really see these colors pop. So I'm using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I have reviewed this guy and it really has a lot of rainbow colors, and I've used this palette before to do rainbow looks, so I knew this was a good one to use. So I just want like a bit of a transition, but I don't want it to be light like my transition shades usually are. So I am going to go into this black shade, scary I know, and just very lightly tap in, really tap off the excess, maybe blot it on my hand once before I start to do it. And I'm just gonna really smoke out the crease. And the thing I'm focusing on the most is that it's blended up the best, because I am going to sort of cut the crease so it is okay if it's messy going onto my eyelid. And I'm not looking for this to be like black, but I wanted to use this same palette for all the eyeshadows that I use, and this was kind of the best bet to go with. And then to kind of blend it a little bit better, I'm gonna go into this white shade and just sort of diffuse out the top here. So I know this isn't like the prettiest looking thing I've got going on, but hopefully it will get better. I feel like it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So I've got the other eye done. Before I can get into these rainbow shades is I want to have a nice like line, a nice straight edge. So I'm just gonna grab some tape from my AT-AT tape dispenser. I am only gonna do one eye at a time. I will do the right eye, and then the left eye I will do off camera for just sake of time. I feel absolutely ridiculous talking like this, but this next step is super important. Ava has asked, how do I not get all these colors to sort of blend together and muddy themselves up? Two answers to that. The first one is I definitely use a tapping motion instead of like swiping when I'm putting each color on, so they're not blending too much into each other. And the second one is using a white liquid lipstick on my eye. So I use it to not only cut out my eyelid and cut the crease, and I not only use it to get a nice white base, but this gives a little bit of tackiness, just a little bit, so that these colors stay where I put them. They're not gonna move around very much. I am just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand and just grab like a flat concealer brush, grab from there, and just start cutting out this eyelid shape. And it's okay if it's a little bit messy. You can go in and clean it up with their transition shade again. I'm not looking for it to be completely opaque, just enough to give a nice base. Okay, let's see how that did. Not bad. So I totally stopped my recording. I forgot to hit record, but I also put this white lipstick on my under eye. This is Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Drug Lord. All of his Velour liquid lipsticks are eye safe, which is awesome because I have used them in my waterline. and I have used them as eyeliner, and they're just really great colors and they pop really well. So the reason I have the white underneath is because I wasn't sure how to smoke out a rainbow eye, so I figured rainbow with more rainbow. So I'm going to do rainbow glitter up here and just rainbow eyeshadow underneath. So now just using a small flat little eyeshadow or concealer brush, I'm going to start going into this BH Cosmetics palette, and I think I'm going to work from the outside in, and I'm going to do a backwards rainbow. So I'm going to start with the red and just really start tapping, not really trying to push the color too much. And then I'm going to go back in and tap some on my under eye. And then each time I switch shades, I'm using this dry makeup brush cleaner from JCat Beauty. You just swirl it and swipe it, and that way I'm not getting red where I need orange or yellow, and so on and so on. So now I'm going into the orange, tapping that guy, and I'm just gonna keep going with all the colors of the rainbow here. Cleaning off my brush, going into yellow. Time for some green. And now some blue. And finally some purple, which hopefully you'll be able to see right in my little corner here. Alright, so here is what I'm working with. It, isn't the most perfect thing, but you don't have to worry about that because you are going to put glitter on top of it. But it is pretty cool. Okay, so really quick for the sake of time and your sanity and mine, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back to start the glitter. Okay, so I'm all rainbowed up, showing my pride for sure. Alright, the next part is the part that is going to suck. So this is the glitter, and I hope it's not going to get too messy, but no looking back. So what I'm going to be using to get my glitter to stick is the glitter primer by NYX. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, then using that same flat brush that I used to lay down all of my eyeshadow, I'm just going to tap it. I'm not going to drag it, just tap it all over where I have all this rainbow color. And then using a flat definer brush, I am going to go into this glitter palette that I got off Amazon. It is by Cleof Cosmetics, I believe, and this is the Festival Edition. So I don't have like the best red. I'm going to be using like this deep red shade here, and I don't have the best blue, so I'm going to be using like this aquamarine, turquoise, whatever you think that color is. That's what I'm going to be using. And in between each color, I'm not going to be using my dry makeup brush cleaner because that is going to make a mess in here. I am just going to use a tissue and work down it, and each time I'm done with the color, I'm going to wipe it off on the tissue and then move down. That way when I'm wiping off, I'm not picking up glitter from another color. Put some glitter primer on the back of my hand. That's probably way too much. Get this brush and just start dabbing all over my eyelid. This stuff stays tacky for a pretty good while, so hopefully, once I'm getting to the end of this look, that this primer is still sticky and taking glitter. I don't know, this was like the perfect amount I put on the back of my hand, yay. I think I'm gonna work on the inside out, so I'm just going to, I think for this purple, because it is so little and in the corner, I'm going to use a Real Techniques pointed liner brush and dip in that way. It might take me longer, but it shouldn't make as much of a mess. This glitter it has something in it. It has an oil that keeps it all together, but it still doesn't stick perfectly without this glitter primer. I'm gonna like tap it ever so slightly into the next color, like barely, just so that I can get a good like transition. Okay, you probably can't see it, but there it is so far. And then I'm gonna go into what should be a blue shade with this flat brush. And I wanted to use this flat brush because then I could just get the product on the end and tap it vertically. So I don't have to mess too much with it. It's almost like a stamp. Okay, wiping off my brush, going into this nice like shamrocky green. Now into this beautiful yellow gold. Now going into orange. And then finally this cherryish red. I think I have to use this small brush again. This is kind of hard to get. Okay, and because I want a nice crisp line, I'm gonna go in with this small brush and just clean up the edges a little bit. So just taking a tiny bit of each color and really packing it into like a nice cut crease. Okay, and then just to remove any excess glitter, I'm using just a fluffy brush and dragging it very lightly. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever because I am quite the perfectionist. I keep going back and like layering glitter where the colors are blending too much that you know, it starts to look muddy. So just really perfect it how you want. It's totally your preference. And then I just have actually a little bit of glitter on my cheeks, like very minimal. I've had more from like a palette. So that is to say that this primer and this glitter palette is pretty good. Okay, so this is crazy, but it looks so much fun. So I'm gonna do the glitter with the other eye off camera really quick. I will put on some mascara. I don't think I want to do liner. I feel like it's gonna take away from this. So I'm gonna go do that and I will be right back. All right, that took what seemed like a millennia, but I am back and here is the finished look. I feel like this looks so cool, but I also feel like I want to put on false lashes, but I'm not really good at putting on false lashes, especially without eyeliner. But this is super fun. I really like this look. I hope that it wears well throughout the day, that it doesn't, you know, just spread and glitters just all over my face and it doesn't even look like a rainbow anymore. But if anybody is interested in this Cleof Cosmetics, you can get this on Amazon for $29.95, and as I said, this is the festival version, which makes sense because it seems like there's some autumn leafy colors in here along with some bright ones. And this whole top row is super cool, has like a lot of stars and shapes to use. Super fun. This is actually my first time using this palette in this capacity, and I don't know what other like pressed glitter palettes are like, but this was absolutely amazing. I know $30 isn't the cheapest amount of money, but it's not bad for 24 pressed glitter shades that just perform really awesome. So Miss Ava, I hope you like this look. Happy birthday. She is 6 years old today, so anybody watching this, please leave a happy birthday for Miss Ava in the comments and give this a thumbs up just for, you know, my attempt for this. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now go have yourself an awesome day.